trouble for a while. I looked up some videos online how to do this because I tend to be more of a visual learner than
Okay.
It
Well,
really helped.
okay. Good. Maybe you should share those with me if you found something that helped you. It's just kind of a practice over and over thing. So we're going to go over, for Nathan and Noah, we're going to go over the sheet that I gave you 2 weeks ago, the exercise, exercitia prima, about the perfect tense verbs. And then the exercise 3, which is the questions, more questions about the chapter. And then we'll take a look at what I'm going to have you do for next week. I do have another saying that I'd like to throw in. But first of all, since Gabriel's the only one here, we'll see if he can do it. How do we say, Gabriel, whatever the mind ordered, it has obtained? Do you remember our first saying?
It was like,
Practice it every day.
Okay.
Quod cumque imperavit animus obtenuit. You can only learn them if you practice them every day, probably more than once a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad.
How about he conquered by arms, he was conquered by vices.
Didn't we learn that one?
Yes. Armis vicit, vitiis victus est. You should have them written down. Okay, I'm not going to add a new one.
Yeah.
Okay, since you guys aren't here, and so
I just keep forgetting
no, keep a sheet. Like I would have a notebook. I would just have a notebook, and I would have it dated at the top and put my homework, and then I'd have a list of all of the sayings. So keep working on those. We'll add new ones after we're all back together again. So let's take a look at this exercise 1. There was really no way to do this without looking back into the book, right? Because the form that we make the perfect tense verb out of is not always normal, and so we use the book. But let's go through. So magister epistulam, and if it was present tense, it would be scribit. The teacher writes a letter. How do we say he wrote a letter? Nunc scribit, quid scripsit. I will write these on the board. Scripsit. Magister epistulam scripsit. Bene, bene. Now, in each case, we're also then turning it around and making it passive. So, epistula a magister scribitur. The letter is being written by the teacher. But if we don't want to say it is being written, if we want to say has been written, what goes in that blank? Scripta. 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 Eventually, you learn that the principal parts are scribo, scribere, scripsi, scriptus. Scriptus. So we'll see, like the word script, manuscript. An awful lot of English words that come from Latin verbs come from that perfect passive participle. That's what we call that. Okay. Bene, bene. Magister tabellarium adulium mittit nunc. Misit. He sent. Tabellarius adulium misus est. Bene. Misus est a magistro. Bene. This was a hard one. Tabellarius epistulam adulium nunc fert. Tulit. Et epistula adulium lata est. This is a good example. Remember, the ending of this perfect passive participle is going to match the subject, not masculine, feminine, or neuter. So in number 1, epistula, the letter is being sent. So epistula scripta is being written, Tabularius is masculine. Tabularius missus est. And now in this one we have epistula again. Epistula lata est. Bene, bene. Canis janitoris pallium tabularii scindit nunc et perfect.
I wrote scrincit, but I'm
It's
not sure.
it's scedit. Scedit.
Yeah.
Scindo, scindere, scidi, and pallium. What goes in the blank, the second blank?
I wrote like
Schisum.
Schism, yeah. That number 4 I knew wasn't quite as.
Schisum est. Yes. So, scindere, scidi, schisus. Those are the principal parts. It's hard. These take a lot of practice. And the more you read through, when you're reading a chapter and you encounter one of these, stop and ask yourself if you know what verb it comes from. You know, just that's a good way to, that's what I'm doing with my Greek. Greek also has some crazy forms, kind of like Pharaoh, Fairy, Tuli, Latus. Okay. Julius signum nunc rompit.
It's like ruby.
It's rupit. Rupit. Et signum.
This one I had trouble with, but I'm going to guess ruby song.
It's ruptum. Ruptum sunt. Rumpo, rumperi, rupi, ruptus. I know. Here, I'm going to. Oh, I guess we still have plenty of room. Okay. Julius litteras.
Legates, except it has that.
Ah,
It has the
legit.
E.
It has a macron over the legit. Et litterae.
Leolecti song?
Lecti.
Lecti. Oh,
It,
lecti.
yes, it's
That's
got
how
to.
I- that's how I pronounce it. I
Yes,
just pronounced
lecti.
it wrong.
Okay, bene, bene. Julius nullum verbum
Dixie.
dixit. Dixit. Et nullum verbum
Julio Dixie song?
dictum.
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 Okay.
Dico, dicere, dixi, dictus.
Yeah. Oh.
So words like
Okay.
dictator,
Yeah.
dictation, they all come from this word, and the reason they have a T in them is because the dict, dictator, dictation, diction. Okay. Aemilia epistulam sumpsit.
Sumpsit. Yeah. That's it.
Sumpsit. Et epistula
Aemilia Sumpta.
sumpta
I originally
est.
hit Sumptus, but then I. corrected
Bene,
myself, so-
bene, bene. Okay, only one more. Culter medici puerum teruit.
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 Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Okay. Et puer
Teritus.
teritus est. Bene. So keep in mind that behind each of those second ones is the be verb, right? Teritus est. Sumpta est. So when we make the perfect tense passive, it's always that perfect passive participle matching the noun and the be verb.
Yeah.
Sumpta teritus est. Has been frightened. Sumpta est. Has been picked up. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, bene, bene. All right, very good. It just takes a lot of practice. Don't feel bad. There is something to be said for drilling the forms, for starting a list, and just writing out the forms that are in the book, and just kind of like flashcarding them. But it works for me, but it doesn't work for some people. So just to let you know, because they do it a little differently in this book, and just to remind you, let's take an example here. Mytho. So in the book, if you look it up in the back of the book, you say, I want to know what the principal parts of mito send are, and you look it up in the index in the back. They write it a little differently in this book. They'll have the word mitari. So they give you the present tense infinitive, to send. And then it will say misise. They give you the perfect infinitive. So remember, ERE is the infinitive ending. Here's the part that we form the verb for. Mito, mitis, mitit, mitimis, mititis, mitunt, right? SSE is, well, ISSE is the perfect infinitive ending. So this is the stem. I isti it, imus isti serant. I sent, you sent, he sent. It's the perfect tense. And then it will say, misum, misus. I'm not even sure how they write the. Let me look in the back. So I'm not telling you wrongly. Mito, mitari, misum, misum. And so this is that fourth principal part that we use with the has been sent, the perfect passive part. So that's how they write it, and this is what it means. Okay, this tells us for the present and imperfect and future, that's what we use. For the perfect tense, that's what we use, and this is the perfect passive participle. So you could start a list of the most common ones, and you could put them on flashcards. You could just make a list on notebook paper, like columns, and you could cover, like to show the mitari or mito here, and then you could try to get them and then slide the paper down and see if you were right. I've been doing that with my Greek. And if you say it enough times in a row like that, it just kind of sticks. But you also learn them eventually by just recognizing. Okay. Any questions about how it works, though? Or what's going on with all of this? Or does it make sense?
I think it makes pretty good sense. It's kind of I'm trying to find a good way to put it. It's like the he, she, it, the I, and the you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, but this is something different. This is the different tenses. Use them for the different tenses, so it's not the different people. If it makes it make more sense, we do the same thing in English. We have, for example, take. I take vitamins. Present tense. I took vitamins yesterday. I have, what goes with have? I have taken. Take, took, taken. It's got parts too. We just know them. But sometimes little kids don't know them, so they'll say, I taked. I taked that toy. Because that's what we usually do, right? So I runned real fast, a little child will say, because they don't know the principal parts. So it's just we just learned them from use, but we don't run around speaking Latin all day. And if we did, we'd learn all of these parts really fast, just like we learned them for English. And we rarely make mistakes, except for the really, really hard ones, like lie and lay and sit and sat and that sort of thing. Okay, so it's the same thing going on here. Take, took, taken. Okay, we just use them for different verb forms. Okay, let's take a look at these questions that I gave you 2 weeks ago. And this was about chapter 23. Gabriel, I asked you, as you were reading 2 weeks ago, to mark anything that seemed particularly hard in chapter 23. Why don't you open, do you have your familiar Milano book?
Today was my first day driving.
Oh,
license.
congratulations.
So yeah, and I think
And you got nervous and you
yeah,
forgot.
I forgot. It's the only thing I forgot that I.
If I let you look through mine, would anything jump out at you, or
Maybe if I read it a little bit.
do you remember any particular section that because I asked you to take a note or write it down just because we don't have time to read the whole thing together.
Yeah.
If there's any part that we can target because it was particularly difficult, I'd like to do that. And if not, that's okay.
Like I feel like most of it made pretty good sense.
Okay, very good, very good. Sometimes, again, it's a good idea, maybe not with every single sentence, but eventually, with most of them, stop yourself, especially when you've gone through it a couple of times, and just say, okay, do I understand what all the words in this sentence are doing? Do I understand why this particular word is this particular case? And make sure that we understand. But the very first thing is just reading for understanding. So if you're understanding most of it, this is a very good sign.
Try to find something that like really jumps out. Nothing like super crazy. Like
Okay.
I've seen more difficult ones, but nothing like super hard.
Well, why don't we go through the questions then, and just see if anything, we can target some of the questions, and maybe I'll ask you some questions about the questions. Okay. All right. Quid janitor Julio tradit? Epistulam. Epistulam. Janitor tradit Julio epistulam. Bene. Est epistulam Diodori. And in that question, Gabriel, what case is Julio in quo casu? Est Julio.
Julio? That would be, so it has to be so it has to be either dative or applicable.
It does.
So, is it applicable?
Well, let's think about let's use the meaning as a little bit of a guide too. What is that question asking you in English?
I want to say, is quid, man, I'm trying to remember,
What?
quid, okay. What could I be, I'm trying to these words exit my head so quickly.
Okay.
Is it like give or?
Yes.
Okay.
Hands over.
What did the answer give to Julia? Oh, that's dative.
It is. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yes. Janitor tradit est dat epistolum Julio. Bene est dative. Very good. Very good. Okay. Quid dicit janitor?
So I translated this one to what, and does the janitor write?
Dicit.
What does he
Dicit.
say?
Bene.
I had a pretty similar answer. Like, there's a letter from Tusculo.
Ecce, epistulam, epistula quam illinc ad te tulit. Est quid dicit janitor? Ecce epistula. Est tabularius. Tabularius advenit Tusculo. He gives a whole little speech there where he says there's a tabularius here. Here's a letter that's come. All of these would be proper. He says all of these. And he also says he doesn't know who sent it. And all of these would be the right answer. Okay. Quomodo Julius scit litteras a Diodoro misas esse.
Diodorus signum est?
Signum Diodori est in epistula. Bene, bene. habet signum deodori. It's bene. And let's take a look at that question too. Misas esse. Remember on the page we just corrected, it had actually flip your page back. And let's look at look at number 2. Tabularius missus est. The second half. The tabularius has been sent. We can also, now look back at question number 3. It's an infinitive. How does Julius know the letter to have been sent by Diodorus? So if we take the est away and we just put esse, the infinitive, we've just turned it into a passive infinitive. With that same misum, misas, it's got to match. So in that question, litteras misas esse, how does Julius know that the letter has been sent? Instead of is being sent now, has been sent. So that misum, that third part comes in really handy because we can use it for infinitives as well. All right.
That was actually really nice.
Oh, very good. Quid est signum magistri? Quid est signum?
Magis or facium
Est facies Diodori. Est facies magistri. Bene. Cur Julius litteras magistri legeri non volt.
Quid de Marcos
Bene. Quia Julius scit litteras esse de Marco. Quoque Julius scit litteras dicere ubi est mea pecunia. Diodorus scripsit ubi est merces, ubi est pecunia, pecunia quam tu debes mihi. Where's my money? So there's 2 good reasons that he doesn't want to read the letter. First of all, he knows whatever he wants to say, it's not going to be good. Either he's telling him Marcus is a jerk, which he already knows, or he's telling him, you owe me money, where is it, which he also doesn't want to hear. Yeah. So both of these are legitimate answers. Quid estique. Quid Julius magistro debet?
Pecuniam Julius.
Pecuniam debet est mercedem. Est mercedem. I always get this mixed up. We're going to look it up right now. Merces et merx. There's 2 different words. And we're going to settle this once and for all. Merx et merces. All right. Merx, 1623. Because I get tired of hemming and hawing around and never being sure which one is which. Okay. Merces sunt res quas mercatores emoton venda. Merces. Merces is merchandise.
Okay.
The other word is merces, mercedis. So mercedem, that's your pay. So Julius debet mercedem magistro. In quo casu est magistro? What case do you think magistro is in 6?
What does it would be dated?
It is. What does he owe to the teacher? We don't really know what the direct object is. That's kind of the question, isn't it? Yeah. What is the thing that he owes? But whatever it is, he owes it to the teacher.
Yeah, no matter what.
No matter what it is, it's going to be to the teacher. Very good, very good. Okay, quid Aemilia magistrum scripsisse arbitrator.
Alright, this is one I wasn't able to get finished. It was weird. I translated it to what does Amelia write to the
Okay, okay.
Magister, and I couldn't really find a good example of that.
Okay.
I probably missed something in the chapter.
First of all, there's a typo here. It shouldn't be abritator, it should be arbitrator. Arbitrator, not abritator. And that means think. Arbitror. What does Amelia think? And arbitrator is always passive. What does Amelia think? Magistrum scripsisse. What do you think it means now?
What does Amelia think the Magister just wrote?
Yeah. What does she think that the teacher has written? And there, look at that. We have our perfect infinitive. If it said, quid Amelia magistrum scribere arbitrator, it would mean, what does Amelia think the teacher is writing? Quid Amelia magistrum scripsisse. What does she think the teacher has already written? Scripsisse. So now we use the perfect infinitive. Okay, let us see. And I think she thinks it is about the money.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, I didn't have a super bright memory on that, but I was pretty sure it was about the money.
Oh, quid scripsit magister. This is on line 40. I was going to say you don't have your book. Non è magister Marcum laudat? Non è magister laudat Marcum? Quid putat, quid arbitrator Aemilia?
She's thinking Marcus.
Marcus laudat Marcum. Aemilia arbitrator est putat. Magistrum laudare Marcum. Oh, Marcus est probus discipulus. Cur, quia Marcus dicebat, oh, ego sum bonus discipulus, est falsum. Said Aemilia credit. She believes it. Right? So she thinks, non è magister Marcum laudat? Non è? No. None.
Wait a minute.
Doesn't he get praise? No. Okay. Quomodo Julius epistulam aperit.
This is the one other I wasn't able
Okay.
to translate it. I translated it to how does Julius, and aperate I translate to right. Is that correct?
Okay. You know what? Let's find out how to deal with a situation like that where you're not sure. You don't have your book, but look along with me. Okay. So I'm you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what aperit means. Okay. So I'm gonna try to look it up. But the problem is in the back it doesn't have meanings. But I'm gonna look up aperit. So I see here aperire. Aperuisi apertum. Bene. Chapter 7, line 14. So now I'm going to go to chapter 7 and line 14, and I'm going to see if it rings a bell for me. Okay, so it says, Syra ostium aperit, and et in cubiculum intrat, neque ostium posse claudit. Syra ostium aperit, et intrat in cubiculum, neque ostium posse claudit. Aperit ostium, sed non claudit.
Oh,
Quid significat aperit.
Oh, it's
Open, open.
How does Julius
Open the letter. Habet signum.
Oh, yeah.
Commodo aperit. So even in English, what would you say?
How does Julius open the letter?
And how does he open it?
Um,
Habet signum.
he rips the.
He rips it open, right? It says Julius signum rompit. Frangit, rompit. Rompit signum. Et epistulam aperit. Bene, bene. Quid magister de Marco scripsit?
Scipulus and Probus.
Yes, Marcus est piger, improbus est malus, est pessimus, pessimus discipulus.
On with that answer.
Bene, bene. Magister scripsit multa, multa verba de Marco. Quo die epistula scripta est?
The and the primo mensis. Do they write Luni? Luni. I did L.
Quo die? I'm trying to find. Hac dies. It doesn't really. What did you say?
It's the primo mensis like Lini or like Lini or something.
And does it say that somewhere in the?
In the thing? No, I just think I had a weird answer probably.
Well, I'm because often they do date letters, but I'm looking at the letter. Oh, scribebam, tusculi calendis juniis. Calendis juniis est codi est the calends of June.
Yeah.
Calendis
yeah,
juniis.
yeah, that's what I was saying, right? That's June. Yep. It's not an L, it's an I.
So remember the Ides and the calends. The calends are they the last of the month?
I think it was like the first of
The first,
June, I would
okay.
say. I had that where I did look it up.
Okay.
Yeah. For a moment, I was like, that last word didn't quite make sense. It's because I hadn't emphasized it was an I.
Okay. Just a second. I'm looking back to remind myself about the calends. Okay. Yes, the first day of the month is the calends. So it's June the 1st.
Yeah.
Calendis juniis est primus dies junii. Bene. De quare hic dies magistrum monuit. Hic dies est calendae. Monuit magistrum de qua.
Okay, I put down Vicunium ludam Marcius.
Bene, bene. Salveri mercedem. About what thing does this day remind the teacher? And it reminds him, calendis, calendae sunt dies in qua parentes solent solveri dare mercedem. It's a payday. It's payday. Cur Marcus patrem aspiciens palet.
I put quia Marcus temet patrum.
Timet. Marcus timet patrem. Est bonum responsum.
Judge the day is coming.
Vidit epistulam, vidit patrem, tenentem epistulam, Diodoro est non est bonum,
Yeah,
non est bonum.
I'm assuming he remembers it from that one chapter.
Yes. Bene, bene. Okay, here's what I'm going to have you guys do for next week. I have it's kind of a double reading. That's not a bad thing. I would like you to read Colloquium 23, and I'd like you to read it at least 2 times. I also have questions. And Nathan and Noah, I will email you the questions. Here you go, Gabriel. And attached to this is also, oh, no, that is not the questions. Here's the, hold on. Colloquium, okay, what did I just give you? Does it say colloquium? Oh, does it say colloquium questions on the second page? Oh, open the page.
Colloquium.
Vicessimum tertium?
Yep.
Okay. So I've got questions for that. And I've also got a, so let's put that on there, answer questions. I've got an exercise sheet. It's exercise, oh, I wrote that it was exercise 1 here. It's exercise 7. Okay, it might end up saying 1 in the email because I might forget to change it. Don't worry, just do the one I'm giving you. And in this one, it's more practice with that third part. So, for example, let's look at number 1 together. Julius baculum sumens, Julius picking up the baculum. Oh, marque inquit. Jam te, oh, verbera turum sum. It's the future. This is practicing the future. Let's just take a look at that again. This is what was new in chapter 23. So, just to remind you, if we take this third part, this perfect past participle, and we put urus, ura, urum on it. So, misurum, misurus, misura, depending on what the sentence is. It's now a future. It's let's put epistula misura est. The letter is about to be sent. It's a future. Yes. Oh yeah, go ahead. I'll just wait because it would be weird for me to just keep talking. Here, this marker is losing it.
Do I go to the one that has the brick over the door?
Usually, the first one on the left is the men's, but at this point, it doesn't really matter which one you go in. But the first one.
Okay.
So that we meet the future in Familia Romana when Marcus is pleading. And Julius says, you know, you're a terrible student, you're a big fat liar. And he says, okay, I have been all those things. But he says, I will be better. So he says this, certe malus puer fui. Certainly I have been bad. Said post hoc, in the future, bonus puer futurus sum. Futurus sum. Semper vobis pariturus sum. In the future, I will always obey you. I'm about to obey you. Numquam pugnaturus sum. I will never fight. All right? So that's what this worksheet is practicing. It's the future. And basically, it's that perfect participle with the urus on it. Actually, I brought another thing for you to do, and I'm going to wait. Because we're going to end up having more stuff than we can actually go over in 1 week together anyway. So I would say, if doing these worksheets and reading Colloquium 23 doesn't take all your time, then simply reread some out of chapter 23 or any old Latin. Read out of anything we've read previously, including stuff that's fairly old that's pretty easy for you.
I mean, maybe not like chapter 1.
But no, maybe not. So we've got 15 minutes. Let's just go ahead in Colloquium 23 and read together, and I'll point things out and I'll ask you questions. Did we start reading this together?
I don't think so. Or
No, I don't. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the right.
positive
Colloquium Maximum.
if we did, it was very brief. No, I don't think
Oh, no, I don't think we did. It's back to the Janitor.
we did.
Okay, well, let's just start reading. I mean, you've already read this. Oh, did I have you read this?
This chapter?
I didn't have you read the Colloquium 23 yet. Okay, so this is, okay, so let's,
This is new material.
okay, this is new material. Well, let's just see how far we get, okay?
Okay.
Personae sunt Janitor Tlepolemus est tabularius et Davus. Davus servus, est probus servus Julii. Okay. In villa Julii Tlepolemus postquam epistulam Janitori tradidit intra fores responsum Julii expectat. Okay, quid est. Tlepolemus. Primum Tlepolemus tradit epistulam. Tradidit est perfect tense. Nunc tradit, he gives, he hands over now. Tradidit, he handed over, okay? Postquam, tradidit epistulam Janitori, expectat responsum. Id est. Tabularius Tlepolemus tradit epistulam. Et nunc expectat. Putat Julium scripturum esse epistulam responsum. So when you take a letter, back in the day when you couldn't just call people on the phone or email, you send somebody a message, your messenger waits just in case the person has an answer, right? And so, Tlepolemus expectat responsum. Et ubi expectat, ubi, in cubiculo, ubi expectat responsum. In via, in cubiculo, ubi.
Is this like, I don't know, I'm getting confused.
Quid significat ubi?
Ubi. I want to say what?
Where?
Where?
Mhm.
I knew it was one of the two.
Ubi expectat.
Where does he
where is he waiting?
Where is he waiting?
It's in the sentence.
In the I want to say he's waiting in the like the intra. He's waiting in intra. He's waiting by
Intrafores.
He's waiting by the door. Yeah.
Intrafores. Inside the doors.
Okay.
Just inside the doors. Intrafores.
I got a little confused for a moment.
Inside the doors. Expectat responsum. Canis iratus dentes ostendit. Ostendit dentes. Et fremit. Fremit. Bene. Tabellarius vero canem vinctum non temet. Cur tabellarius non temet canem.
Why is the tabellarius not scared of the dog? What's the word for chain?
Est canem vinctum.
Yeah.
Canem vinctum est. Id est janitor vincit canem. Canem vinctum est. Canis vinctum est. So the dog is. What's the how would we describe the dog? He's a canem vinctum.
Canem vinctum. I'm trying to think. Like a chain or like that's not the word for chain. Like strained or something.
A chained dog. Vincit. Ist janitor canem vincit. Vincit. That's me hooking the chain up. I don't know. Vincit as verbum, as verb.